Well, ready for the kick-off at the Willows this evening. Bradford Northern losing the toss and playing towards the Cabaret Club end of this ground. One or two changes for Bradford Northern tonight, forced through Tony Marchant getting a two-match ban, Roger Simpson coming in at standoff half, and Paul Medley moving into the centre as we get the game underway. Summers with a good kick there, but not really finding any length on it. So Salford looking to bring the ball away. Bradford moving up as a pack there, but nice inside pass out to... Good little pass there from Mick Waddle that opened Bradford up down that short side as Salford start to move the ball across the park. The ball now with Peter Williams. Williams looking to go around the outside, but a bit of a wild pass there. Well picked up by Steve Kerry, but Carl Fairbank doing his job, getting the tackle in. Once again, Salford moving this ball about, but a spill ball there. Salford regaining possession, so Robin Whitfield, the man in the middle tonight, calls for a scrum just inside the Bradford half, but Salford there started off quite enterprising, prepared to throw this ball about. And of course this game tonight, a crunch for both teams. The ball out with Bradford Northern. Ian Wilkinson taking the drive up there, coming in from fullback. Neil Summers on to Adam Greenwood. Greenwood's brought down there just short of the halfway line as John Hamer. Hamer, the man of the match in last Sunday's game at Halifax. Carl Fairbank. Fairbank switching, looking to turn his back, looking for supporting players, but 4 tackles gone for Bradford Northern as the ball back with David Hobbs. Hobbs puts a nice kick across the park. Daryl Shelford missed the ball out there as Neil Summers. Summers breaks out of the tackle, just couldn't get up there, but a good kick there by David Hobbs. So Northern in a good attacking position as looking to move the ball out. Carl Fairbank chips the ball through with Jedel Caudle, and Caudle just couldn't pick that ball up. But once again, Bradford Northern there showing a little bit of enterprise, and Caudle might have been better just tapping that ball over the line and falling on it. So a chance to Bradford Northern gone, but good kicking game there from Bradford Northern. But it's Salford to bring the ball away now. Out of their own 25. So Salford using these big forwards on the charge, making good ground. And Craig Richards there, pull for offside, right in front of Mr. Whitfield's eyes, so that'll be a free kick to Salford on the halfway line. Peter Williams, the Salford kicker. So Salford worked their way into the Bradford half of the field, up to the just short of the 25 as big number 11, Andy Burgess, on the charge there, but he's wrestled to the ground by Craig Richards and Brian Noble. Salford missing one man out. Mick Waddle going on the dummy run, but pressure now back on Bradford Northern as Salford looked to move the ball out, but David fell there, electing to go on his own, and he's brought down. So 4 tackles gone now for Salford. As Salford once again, that's a good ball, but equally good tackling there by Bradford Northern. Robin Whitfield signalling the 5th and last tackle, and a drop goal there by the number 9, Mark Lee. So Salford opened their account this evening, just 4 minutes on the clock on that 6th tackle. Mark Lee, the hooker, getting that 1-pointer. So 4 minutes gone, it's Salford 1, Bradford Northern 0. Neil Summers from the centre spot to restart the game. It's a better kick by Summers, a deeper kick, but straight into the waiting arms there of the Salford player. A little bit of a juggling act there, but Salford managing to hang on to the ball as Salford looking to come away again. Good charging run there by the number 8, David Young. Young found a lease of life since signing from Leeds. And Jedel Caudle there just trying to force his man into touch, but referee Robin Whitfield shouting held as Salford there trying to move this ball about. Good spotting by Bradford Northern. 5th and last tackle once again. Good ball out there. And a good tackle by Caudle, forcing his opposing winger there, Steve Kerry, into touch. That was on the 5th and last tackle, so that's the handover to Bradford Northern as Northern looked to move the ball away with Adam Greenwood, but Greenwood's well brought down there by Ian Blease as John Hamer takes the drive up. Mr. Whitfield, tit for tat, catching Salford there in an offside position, so that's 1 penalty to each. So just having a word with the players then, saying, I want you 10 yards back at the play of the ball as Neil Summers finds a good touch into the Salford half. Northern restart the game. Jedel Caudle coming in off the wing, but Caudle well pushed back there, well met by David Young again. John Hamer. And a chance for Craig Richards. A little bit of a delayed pass there by Brian Noble. Nearly caught Richards out, but David Hobbs with the switch on. Switches inside to Medley, but Medley spilling that ball as David Fell comes away from that spilt ball by Bradford Northern. Oh, Salford back in possession. And a good tackle there by Neil Summers. So Salford with a move on, but ball well taken eventually. And David Young getting the ball out. A good delayed pass. Peter Williams switches the ball inside. Good tackle from behind on the full-back there by Roger Simpson, but Salford get up and play the ball very, very quickly. And Steve Kerry there just ankle tapped, but it's Salford now back into the Bradford half of the field, moving the ball out. That's good football by Salford. Tex Evans on the ball, this big, strong Salford winger manages to offload as Salford keep this ball moving. An overlap developing here for Salford as Medley comes across, but Gibson elects to come inside, still manages to offload as Salford keep this ball going. And finally Salford brought to ground, but good enterprising rugby there. The 5th and last tackle as Lee chips the ball into the in-goal area, but Jedel Caudle safely down on that ball. The Salford players appealing there that Caudle missed the ball, but Caudle grounded that ball and then it popped out of his hands. But a good spell there by Salford, good enterprising play, keeping that ball alive. And the pressure put back on Bradford Northern. Neil Summers to drop out from under his own post. It's a good high hanging ball, but well taken by Kerry as Kerry sets off again, looks to go around the outside, but can't get round Paul Medley. Ian Blease, the Salford goal kicker, normally plays in the centre, but they've got him in the second row tonight. And Salford on the attack again. Nice little inside pass there, but the move just breaking down, but Salford managing to regain possession as Gibson once again offloads the ball, but the ball went back. Mr. Whitfield signalling that there was no knock on there. Lee from the acting halfback. It's a good ball out by Lee as Mick Waddle steps inside, but Richard Francis sweeping up at the back as Francis tries to get away, but finally brought down just short of the 25 at Salford, prepared to throw this ball about tonight. Ian Wilkinson taking the first drive. Adam Greenwood on the ball now. Only his second match for Bradford Northern. Obviously couldn't play in that Halifax game because he's cup tied as Neil Summers comes away from the acting halfback. Makes a few valuable yards. And Roger Simpson. Simpson props. Tries to get the ball back to, gets the ball back to John Hamer. The suspicion of a little bit of a knock on there, but Northern lucky to get away with that as the fifth and last tackle signal by Mr. Whitfield, as David Hobbs puts a long ball down the park, and Steve Gibson just letting that ball run past him, but gets the ball at the second attempt, bursts through the tackling off to good running by Gibson, who gets the ball onto the number 3, the ball inside to the standoff, and Paul Medley back there with a good covering tackle, but Salford once again a good break as Tex Evans looks to drive for the corner, but he's brought down. So a good run there by Salford, as Salford with the overlap now. The ball out. Number 11 steps inside, gets the ball, but Robin Whitfield awards the try there to Steve Kerry. Kerry dived in at the corner under the Covenant tackling, and Bradford defence well stretched there. There's a 3-to-1 overlap. Andy Burgess just steadying himself down, got the ball out to Kerry, and Kerry managed to dive in under the corner.
5 points to nil. Salford in possession after the kick-off, and provided Salford keep their cool now, carry on playing in the way that they've started without any relaxation, this really will give them great inspiration and confidence for this game. That's a Caudle. Kerry penalised because he didn't allow him to run 10 yards. Robin Whitfield making his decision absolutely clear. And I think young Robert Unsworth will be pleased with that kick from Peter Williams, and certainly Peter Williams' part in that try, one of the team contribution to that super effort, putting Salford into this lead of 5 points to nil. But now the tackling has to be done. Bradford Northern in the cup semi-final. They play Wigan at the end of March. It's something of a slack pass. Fairbank's allowed to pick it up, and the play still goes on. Francis, Richards, but that's a good tackle by Ian Blease. And Ian Blease penalised for going round too soon, which is not the right time to concede a penalty so near other than the fifth play. So we can hear from this position the Northern players talking to each other, telling each other what the move is going to be. And that was a good tackle on Caudle, who's not being allowed any ground since that first try that he missed. And there's the ball lost. No, he's recovered it. But that was a slack play, the ball from Caudle, but Northern carry on. And just at the moment, Northern doing it in ones. Now that's all right for Salford. But they will have to stay sharp at all times. Time it was Hamer going on his own and gradually pushing Salford back. They're now inside the 22. Now there's a move on. It's coming out right there. And then over for Bradford Northern this time. Nice little pass on, but it was dropped by Fairbank, and relief for Salford. Salford put in, Salford ball, back to Wayne Reid. Northern breaking quickly from that scrum. That scrum. David Fell going on his own, making a few good yards there. Now Andy Burgess. Stasica dropping the ball. The pass just a little bit too far in front of him. So perhaps Salford have just relaxed a little after scoring that try in the 10th minute at the end of a great period of play. But there's still a long way to go in this game. 17 minutes gone in this first half. 5 points nil to Salford. Good push from the forwards, but it's Bradford Northern who win it. It's Fairbank almost getting clear, but that was good persistence from David Fell, hanging on to him. Another good tackle from Salford. And John Hamer being pulled down. Now Northern running well. That was an important tackle from Wayne Reid, preventing Medley from going. But now there's a men over for a moment for Bradford Northern, but the tackling from Salford good. Wayne Reid again. Oh, that's a tricky kick. Gibson's running a long way for it, and Gibson's there to snap up the loose ball. He's so good in those positions. Tremendous fullback, having one of his best seasons at Salford, and he's had some good ones. Now can Salford work this ball clear? No ground made then. Martley not finding anybody to pass to. Mickey Worrell's opening it out. He's running wide, but again the passing route blocked, and Salford just not quite making ground at the moment. So now they're back to doing the straightforward thing of pushing it forward through the middle. Now there's a chance, it's the kick coming in. It makes a few important yards and puts Bradford Northern back inside their own half. Salford put in. Good long passes across the field. Martin Burkitt holding on. The passes had taken rather long time to get to him. The ball seemed to have done all. The cover was up very quickly. Andy Burgess trying to get his way through. Wayne Reid trying to push his men off, but that was persistent tackling from Simpson from Northern, making sure that Reid couldn't get running. And Stasica looking to make a few more yards. Now the play's going out left. That's a good long pass on to Peter Williams, to David Young. Oh, great dummy from him, and the pass still goes on to Kerry. Kerry coming back inside. The passes are going on again. This is great play from Salford, but Martley in the end getting well and truly wrapped up, but unable to get the pass out. What can Salford do here? Nice little pass here. But Blease tackled. It's the 5th tackle. Down to Mickey Worrell. Little kip ahead. The chase is on. It bounces well for Salford. The kick goes ahead. There are 2 Salford players there, and it's Evans who gets there, and he does, and the referee's given it. Wow, what a great play on that. As the 6th tackle came, it was the kick on from Mickey Worrell. The chase was good. It bounced very badly for the Northern fullback Ian Wilkinson, and it gave Mickey Worrell the chance to get there to kick it ahead, and by that time there were only Salford players going for it. It was Evans that was there first. It looked as though the ball was going to trickle dead, but just before it did, Evans was able to get a hand on it and score Salford's 2nd try, putting them 9 points to 0 in the lead. Great rapturous applause from the Salford supporters in the main stand over there. So early substitutions on the Salford side. Substitutions that are the same as those that were made against Featherstone Rovers, and they proved successful in that game. Stasica going off and Blease going off, and Hanson and Bradshaw coming on. It worked well against Featherstone, this move, and also in the second half when Blease came back on and Stasica came back on. They're such capable and excellent foot rugby players that their fresh legs added a new dimension to Salford's play in the latter part of the game against Featherstone. It will be interesting to see whether that move is repeated today. Well, Salford using 2 substitutes early in this game after 20 minutes. Martley putting in the kick, it's going deep, it's sending Northern back. Is it going to find touch? It's rolling and rolling, and it is. That is a great kick and an excellent touch from Martley. The scrum will be just about 10 metres from the Northern line with a Northern put in. Well, Evans in an unaccustomed position there of centre. There's been some switching going on in the Salford positions. No, Evans is looks as though he's in a centre position now. No, and having difficulty working this ball clear, which is good to see. It's always good to see opposing teams having difficulty getting the ball, but now there's a chance, and if that pass had gone, well, there would have a real opportunity for Northern, even from this deep position. The kick's coming in. Kerry takes that, decides to go on his own, and that's the right thing to do. Look how much ground he's made there. Great run from Kerry. And Gibson will go on his own. Gibson always relied on to make ground in the right direction for Salford. Evans is back on his wing. It was Burkitt who'd received a knock, was just taking a breather for a minute. Nice little move from Worrell, looking as though he was going to stride clear, but the Northern tackling preventing him from doing so. Now good long pass out left, hits the chance up, little kick ahead, and the chase is on again, and it's Peter Williams who's there first. He passes the ball backwards, and the pass comes on his side, and Burgess scores. What a great try, the kick on, the determination from Peter Williams. It looked as he was stopped short of the line, but he managed to get the ball out. It was Kerry who snapped up that loose ball. He weighed up the options and decided he didn't have to try and force his way over on his own because Andy Burgess was there with him. He passed inside to Andy Burgess, who had a clear run into the line, and I think he's in our wildest dreams to be in this position of 13 points to 0 up after only 25 minutes play. Kerry with the conversion attempt, he strikes that well, and that is there. Great kick from Kerry, excellent kick from him. 2 very valuable points, 15-0 to Salford. Oh, look at Evans going well. That was a high tackle. Evans shrugs it off. Bradshaw getting his pass out even then, and now David Fell trying to go around his man. Salford forwards really want this ball. What a thudding tackle that was, and David Young gets up as though he's not felt a thing. Peter Williams putting in that long kick again. Cordell just leaves it, as is the way these days, to make sure that Northern have the put in. But what a great kick from Peter Williams, driving them back onto their own 22. 15-0 to Salford. Change on the Northern side. So it's Richards who's going off, and Brett Aitai who's coming on now. What a good scrum that is from Salford. They've got that ball. Excellent heel from Salford. The number of times we've seen them do that this season. Sheer power, strength, ability, control and discipline, pushing the bigger Northern pack off the ball. Brilliant, Salford, brilliant. That's a good pass on. Arthur Bradshaw, forward pass. Over enthusiasm then from Arthur, but what great play from Salford. How many times have we seen Salford do that this season? They really have brought new purpose to the scrums in rugby league. Opponents don't know for certain that the ball's theirs. And when they get it and have to face tackling like that, they know that Salford really are a better team than their position in the league might suggest. Oh, what a crunching tackle that was. Bringing, rightly so, applause from the fans all around the ground. Northern still playing it in ones, but even so, have men with pace and are dangerous even from this position if they were able to get free. Now the ball's going out along the line very well. But Evans tackling well there, preventing the break being made. And the kick's coming in. Gibson making yards to make sure that it's his. Making no mistake. No way through that time. But it's a good, safe play. Nice little pass from Kerry. Nobody quite in the right place for Lee then. Hanson driving forward. Okay, well, nice little pass on. Great play. Henry gets his pass on. But the tackling good, but excellent play from Salford. Sharp, crisp passing, forwards and backs alike. Andy Burgess, nice little pass to Gibson, but the tackling up to it. Mickey Worrell makes such a difference with his plays, instrumental in the second try. There's a little kick ahead again. This time goes into touch, making more ground for Salford. It's Northern who win the ball from that scrum. Gibson up there tackling in the line in the first tackle, and then Wayne Reid preventing movement. But Northern looking to work this ball away. And Fairbanks brought down by Salford. Tackling good. Northern having difficulty of breaking this Salford stranglehold, and it's a real treat to see this Salford tacklers tackling so well. The kick's coming in. That's a good kick. Is it going to find touch? No, it's not. Gibson judges it to perfection again. And even when there's no way through, it looks as though he's going to find it. The tackle made that time. And Evans involved, doing his share of the probing in the early plays, taking the load off his forwards. Now it's Wayne Reid in the line onto David Young, pushes one man off. But David Hobbs bringing him down with eye tie. Nice little play here from Salford. Men over, but a little bit tight in this side of the field. No room for Reid to get his pass out. Hanson. Oh, that's a lovely play, lovely pass from Hanson, and the play still goes on. And again, and Kerry's almost got some room. He's going on his own. Confidence from him onto Williams. Fell and Williams together. Nice play from Kerry. Good support, as always, from Peter Williams. Now what can Salford do? Little kick ahead. Kerry's on the chase, but the cover good from Northern. But who's there first? Look, it's Mickey Worrell. Very effective rugby league player, Mickey Worrell. A great brain for the game. Played a key part in Salford's second try tonight, as well as many other moves. And Bradford Northern finding themselves yet again having to work it clear from inside their own 22 and stationary. Itai with nowhere to go. That man's name is Brett Itai, spelled I-T-I. And I'm saying nothing. Oh, good determination there. Nearly found a way through. But the kick will come in. It sends Salford back again. And again, the touch isn't found. So Gibson again has the chance to run it. Left and then right. But the tackling from Paul Medley prevents him striding clear. David Fell making some more yards. Good long pass from Lee. Arthur Bradshaw dodging and weaving. He gets his pass on to Martin Burkitt. Martin Burkitt still gets his pass on. Onto Evans. Standing up looking for somebody to pass to. Couldn't quite get his pass away, but what exciting play from Salford. Crisp into passing now. They lined out on this side. Lovely pass on. Hansen's going. Oh, it still goes to Steve Kerry. And Kerry doing the right thing there. But great play from Salford. Hansen taking his men on, coming around the short side. There are men for Salford. Mickey Worrell's trying to go on his own, but there's no way through for him. No try on that occasion for Salford, but with 3 tries in the first 25 minutes, then they're not doing badly, are they? They're playing very well. Sharp play from Salford. And Mickey Worrell nearly getting over for a 4th try. But this tackling from Salford so good today. Quick play of the ball, and the fullback still getting clear. Well, Salford had a let-off in the first couple of minutes when Caudle had the chance to score and fluffed the ball over the line, and no try was given. But since then, Salford really have been the dominant team. The kick will come in again. That's a good long kick, driving Salford back, but again it doesn't find touch, and again Gibson can run it clear. Good chase though from the Northern team, 4 of them up there preventing Gibson getting clear. Evans comes inside. Oh, that was a high tackle round his neck. Again Evans shrugs it off, almost, but he certainly felt that, and the referee said nothing. David Young, a good run from David Young. Salford, Mark Lee running forward, dummying, little pass, but the ball's dropped. And Simpson recovers it for Northern. Caudle running so well, what a fast man he is. But what a good tackle from Martin Burkitt. Followed him all the way and was able to bring him down. More good tackling from Salford. Oh, this is so good to see. But there's the pass on. The break made. And it's onto Simpson. Has the legs of Kerry. And you've got the man to pass to, Paul Medley. And from nothing, it's Northern who've come back into it on 36 minutes. A try from nowhere, a try the length of the field when it looked as though Salford had done all the right things, wrapped them all up, but the interpassing between the Northern players was too good. It was Simpson who made the break down this touchline, went round Kerry, and when it just looked as though Gibson might have him boxed in, it was Paul Medley who was up there in support for him, able to take the ball and race over from the 22-metre line. So 36 minutes gone, and that Medley try puts points on the board for Northern. It's still Salford in the lead, 15 points to 4. An easy conversion for David Hobbs, I'm sure. 2 more points, 15-6. So that's a good time to get on the scoreboard from the Northern point of view. And it's certainly brought their fans to life. And Salford will be reminded that the game is not won, and I can imagine that they were feeling that they got those plays all and well and truly buttoned up down here. But I think it was that man Itai first of all who actually bustled his way out of one tackle and then a second tackle, and when Simpson got the ball there was open field and he had the chance to stride clear and pass on to Medley to score. 15-6 for Salford. Now Salford will be reminded this was the part of the field where that try started from. And Northern certainly moving better now, but that's a good tackle. Good tackle from Wayne Reid. Kick coming in. Bounces nicely for Gibson. Gibson so elusive. Look at that. Oh, tremendous from Gibson. Shrugged off Itai first of all. So Salford in possession again. Ball taken well by Andy Burgess on the burst. Went back this way. It's a move on. David fell. Made a few more yards, but no passing route. It's a good long pass out left. That's something that Salford play often. Wayne Reid sensibly hanging on. The kick will come. Nice kick, going deep, running. Is it going to find touch? No, it's not. It goes over the line and Northern have to play it. And it's Mark Lee who's there first, with Steve Kerry, making Northern play the ball just inside their own line. Oh, a good crunching tackle on Simpson. Another good Salford tackles there, Young and Bradshaw. Now there's a space on that side for Northern. And it was good of Burgess to spot the danger there, even at that position in the ground. And that is one of the best kicks we've seen, but Gibson has a chance to take it. Come back inside, and then, oh, look at that down the touchline. Magnificent play from Gibson. And credit to Francis for getting back there. And Wayne Reid still going. But great play from Gibson when it looked as though he had to come inside. He went outside on the short side and beat his man comfortably. Hanson driving forward. Reid unlucky not to be on the end of a return pass. We're approaching half-time. Nice little move that was. Oh, and that pass on must be taken. And it goes on to Kerry. Now's a chance for Kerry. Back inside to Young and Reid. And again it goes on to Mickey Worrell. On to Mark Lee. Mark Lee still getting clear. And he gets his pass out. Oh, great play from Mickey Worrell. Great play, and it goes on to David Young. Magnificent Salford play. He goes up in the edge, an interception. Get hold of that man before he runs. Oh, tremendous play from Salford. Trying to keep the ball moving at all times. And be very unlucky not to have scored at the end of that move. Certainly, it was a move that deserved a try. Excellent play from Salford. Unfortunately, coming to naught. And you can see danger in these plays from Northern, even from this position, with men over on that side. There was the potential for a chance. Now the play continues. At half-time, Salford going in with this 15 points to 6 lead, thoroughly deserved. A great spell from them in the first 25 minutes. They'll rue letting in a try 4 minutes from half-time, but in this very important 4-pointer from the league points point of view, they'll be delighted to be going in 15 points to 6 at half-time. Taking the field for the second half. Gibson and Stasica, ever present amongst the Salford team this year, not missed a game. The 28th match this season. And a little milestone for Steve Gibson. His 150th appearance for Salford tonight. And what a great player he's been for Salford, and what a pleasure it is to see him play. And for Tex Evans, a little milestone, that first try, the try that he scored, the second one of the game, his first, we hope of several this evening. That was his 50th try for Salford. Congratulations to him. And Steve Kerry is now on 798 points for Salford. Will he be able to make it 800 before this match is over? We shall see. So Salford in the lead. 15 points to 6. And that's Gratian on, but tackled well. Gratian on for Northern. And Hobbs running well. Crowd say knock on, but it's his foot, says the referee, and I agree with him, but it is the last tackle. The kick will come in. Difficult ball to be taken, that one, but Gibson does it so well, controls it so well, and then goes brilliantly round the outside and forcing a very good tackle from Simpson, I think it was, out there. But great play from Gibson yet again. Such a prominent player in this Salford team. Andy Burgess. Hansen. Worrell. All the way through. Oh, Ian Blee's back on. And Ian Blee's nearly striding clear, gets his pass on. David Fell does, but it goes to ground. The rules, the referee says it was a knock-on. Hadn't noticed that Ian Blee's was back on. I think it's Peter Williams who's gone off. Peter Williams perhaps had a knock in the first half, and Andy Burgess is in the Peter Williams left centre position, so some reorganising out there. It's good to see Ian Blee's back. Team captain, club captain. Another important player in this Salford squad that's performing so well tonight. Like that, crunching tackle, forcing the ball out of that Bradford player's hands, and that was Ian Blee's, putting Salford in a very strong attacking position. David Fell nearly able to get away then. What a great little play from him. And Salford close to the line. Arthur Bradshaw running strongly as always. Right, 10 metres out. 2 minutes into the second half. Wouldn't a score here be important? Little run around with Worrell. Now the pass on to Ian Blees, and he's done it. He's scored. Oh, tremendous score. We've seen that so many times. It was Mark Lee judging his pass to perfection, and Ian Blees on the end of the superbly judged pass, striding clear to put another try on the board for Salford. Involved in that move that led to the try was Mickey Worrell with a little run around with Mark Lee, and Mark Lee judging his pass to Ian Blees to perfection. And Steve Kerry, 800th point for Salford. Some of the fans know that. Congratulations to Steve Kerry. Tremendous achievement, 800 points for the club. And the score in tonight's game is 21-6 for Salford, and what a good time to open the second half scoring. So it's Northern who now look as though they want to make Salford get back on the defensive. Mickey Worrell looks as though he's shaken off the first signs of that knock. And Salford putting the kick to Burkitt this time, the ball to Burkitt, who kicks it high, makes the halfway line. The Salford chasers there, preventing Wilkinson from making any ground. And Northern having the chance to run clear, and that was a very timely tackle by Arthur Bradshaw. The Northern fans making themselves heard, not liking that tackle. Robin Whitfield deciding it was quite definitely round his chest. And Northern now looking keen. Perhaps they're remembering there's a game to win at high tide that time. Not able to get away. Worrell wrapping him up, preventing him from getting the pass out. Hit him hard, they said, and they did. And Grayson's put down. Blees and Bradshaw. Hobbs, the kick, the crossfield kick, that's potentially dangerous, but Kerry takes it well, then strides, sets himself to go one way, then the other. It's Bradford Northern substitute. He's proven a handful, number 14. Brett Eatey is a New Zealander. Shane Hampson making sure that he hangs on to the ball. David Young going to drive it forward again. Salford players talking to each other. The Kick's going in from Mark Lee. It's a good kick, it's going back deep. And Evans is there, goes in hardly. Now there's a chance on for Northern. The tackle's not made. It is now. And who made it in the end? Arthur Bradshaw. Evans was going through like an express train earlier. Oh, good tackle from Salford there. Not quite able to get to the ball before Richard Francis did for Northern on this side. But now Northern playing a lot better. With plays like this is good play from Northern. It was Neil Summers that they couldn't put down first of all. Northern in one of their best attacks this half now. Their fans are roaring them on. Lovely crisp play along the line. David Carl Fairbank doesn't quite make the break, but the play continues. And Caudle's in the line. He's a strong man. He needs putting down, and it's David Fell. Gets him by the legs, bringing the move to an end. Hobbs looking to pass, the ball goes on. Well taken by Simpson. Crowd saying, oh, Subson, but play continues. Gratian going to charge forward, but the Salford tackling in the middle of the field prevents him getting away. So no ground made by Northern, but the kick will come this time. It's a high kick. Everybody's onside. Gibson taking that ball magnificently. Brilliant. Gibson watching it come down out of the sky, out of the lights, and even under all that pressure from those Northern attackers, took the ball so cleanly. Well played, Gibson. Steve Kerry in the line there, looking to come clear, making a few more important yards. But now it's Northern really looking to go forward. Good play, good driving run from Mickey Worrell there. But Salford, 8 minutes into the second half, motivating each other, playing well. Very timely score at the start of this second half. 21 points to 6. Now Northern running well, but what a good tackle that was by Shane Hansen. And E.T. involved again, New Zealander, strong man, difficult to put down. Northern spreading this ball, but they don't have too many men out there. But they don't need too many if one man gets clear, but he doesn't. Try scorer Paul Medley now taking on Ian Blease in the middle of the field. So quite what Paul Medley had to get all steamed up about there, I'm not sure. But the kick came on, and I think it was Arthur Bradshaw who took the ball, was unable to take it cleanly, which isn't surprising because it came at him from only a couple of yards away. He dropped it, knock on, scrum down, Bradford put in. And Northern certainly got stronger this. Have a look at that push from Salford, but the ball still comes out on the Northern side. Summers looking to get clear, but Salford up to it. Now Northern moving well. Good inside pass to Simpson, but well taken by the Salford defence. Oh, it's a good long pass. Oh, well taken by Hobbs. And the kick ahead, he saw that there was a gap. The chase is on, but the ball is going to roll into touch. Northern certainly playing better in this second half. They've not scored a try, and Salford have, and the margin is 15 points, which means at least 2 scores and conversions for Northern if they're going to get back into it. But Salford playing well still. That was a good play from... Well, there's a good push from Northern that time, but not good enough to push Salford off the ball. Salford will have to work this ball clear. Hobbs taking down David Young, a tough man, David Young. Wayne Reid threatening to break the line every time he has the ball, as he did with that excellent break just a few minutes ago. Oh, Martin Burkitt, in the end, sensibly not kicking first time. The kick might have been charged down and putting in a very good kick, which is driving in Wilkinson back. He's knocking this ball. It has to be play on. It went backwards, but he's lost ground, and the Salford chase was first class and prevented him getting outside his 22. Caudle's going right round the outside, and he's got the pace to do it, and he gets his pass on to Francis, but Evans is there making sure that Francis just can't get away. And Burkitt's there. Oh, but the tackle's not made properly. And Shelford's able to make more ground. Big man going forward there, but well tackled by those Salford tacklers. Ian Blease underneath him, and Shane Hansen. Now there's a move on. ET involved again, a little kick comes in. And the kick play continues. Great, this is excellent play. Gibson knows that there's a man there, and he strides, he doesn't. Oh, that was tremendous play from Medley, who got Gibson then before he could get going. Another good tackle from Medley. Oh, and Andy Burgess saw that there was nobody marking him, played it to himself safely, legitimately, and Salford make it outside the 22, and Medley's injured after that great play from him. So there's a lot more life about this Bradford Northern team in this second half. Certainly threatening far more than they did in the first half. Oh, Salford lucky to get that one back. Oh, they don't get it back though. And the play goes on. Hansen had lost the ball. They thought it had come back to him. I thought it had ricocheted back. And now they're swapping punches. Ian Blease is involved with David Hobbs. I don't know what that's about. The referee says play on. Now there's a chance for Northern over that side. It's Eating. Half stop, half check, but he still can't get away. He does now. Finally put down, but he's looking to play the ball quickly. Northern at their best now. Hobbs involved. Excellent pass on, but even better tackle then from Salford. And the game really has gone up a gear at the moment. Ian Blease running back into line. He's had a bit of a knock. The charge is on for the line from Hobbs. The pass goes backwards. The ball's dropped. Relief for Salford. Disappointment for Northern and their fans. But what an exciting period of play that was. The game certainly went up a gear or two just then. Northern having the better of it, but Salford a match for them. Referee talking to Ian Blease, telling him no doubt to calm things down. And Salford have the putting at this scrum. And they get the ball out. And Reed's through. Had space there to go through on his own. And he goes almost gone round one man. Tremendous break from Wayne Reed. The potential and the ability of that man really is growing in every game. So good. Steve Gibson always looking to get the ball, and great break from Wayne Reed to the halfway line. The referee aware that, and Gibson plays it to himself and goes on a few more yards. Excellent play from Salford, a tremendous clearing run from their own line. Little run around. David Fell looked as though he might have got clear, but in the end he was sensibly holding on. Mark Lee, Mickey Worrell, pass intercepted. So will Salford get 6 more? Yes, they will. It was ball hit hand. Carl Fairbank went for the ball, but he wasn't able to take it, so Ian Blease has the chance now. It's only the first tackle, but he's coming back. He gets rid of the ball, so play goes on for Salford. Nice little pass on to Arthur Bradshaw. Oh, good period of play this is. It's gone on the short side. Dummy from Mark Lee, still goes on. Shane Hansen still passes on, and it's David Fell finally gets away, and he's going on his own. There's nobody with him. Doesn't matter. He might have. What a tremendous break from him. He saw that the line had opened up. Salford line out left. Now is there a chance here? Right along the line. Oh, Burkitt nearly through, trying to draw his man. Great play from Salford. Really a tremendous period of play. Andy Burgess going on his own. Oh, yards short of the line now. It's the last tackle. And it's the Mark Lee on to Ian Blease again, and he's stopped just inches short of that line. Well, that is a tremendous period of play from Salford. It started from a scrum inside their own 22. The Wayne Reed break took play to the halfway line. Salford had a second series of 6 and finished up almost scoring. Northern relieved there, but in this second half you can see the potential in this Northern team far more than in the first half. They have men with speed, and they're playing with far more determination this half. But so Salford. Salford played well in the first half, and Salford themselves have gone up a notch. Defensively, the duties have been very good. And again, David Hobbs going forward after he played the ball to the Salford players. He's been needled by something. He was involved with a few fisticuffs with Ian Blease a few minutes ago. Now that's a good kick, sending Salford back inside their own half. Ball rolls into touch. And we can have a breather for a second or two, because it really has been a thrilling second half, end to end. It's Salford who've scored the points in this half. 17 minutes gone, 21 points to 6 in front. They win that one. Out well. Andy Burgess playing in the centre position. Peter Williams off at half-time with an injury. And Wayne Reid again looking every time to make ground. Oh, and the ball snatched from his hand. Noticed very clearly by referee Mr. Whitfield. That was very clearly pulled out of his hand by Carl Fairbank. So it's a penalty to Salford. Concentration by Salford has to continue right through this game. 20 points to 6 in the lead. Deservedly so. David Young with the first drive. Oh, what a tremendous surge from him. Now it's going wide. Arthur Bradshaw trying to provide the extra man, but the defence from Northern was very, very good then. There's a good pass on. Burkitt onto Burgess. And Burgess striding out well, almost able to get his pass on to Gibson, not quite. Burgess slotting into that centre position quite comfortably, it seems. Ian Blease, deceptive in his running. Fourth tackle. Now it's coming out right. Ball dropped. Knock on. Well, that's a rare error from Wayne Reid. A pass was in front of him, he was at full stretch. And I think that series of play typified what was different about Northern this time. They were really racing up from the play of the balls to make the tackles and making a lot of ground. Now here's a chance for Northern. And the loose forward breaks with the ball. There's an extra man. And it's that man, Eatey. Again, prominent for Northern. Gibson out of position, but getting back in position, coming along the line. Shelford still trying to go forward, but well taken down in the end by Blease and Reid. Summers having to hold on because the defensive line was too good. Eatey again, prominent, but what a good tackle that is out there by Andy Burgess. Excellent tackle from him. Now Northern men over on this side, but they can't use them. Salford defensive line up quickly, preventing the move from continuing. Al Fairbank, now it's the kick ahead. The Salford cover is there. Evans gets the ball, tries to run clear, and manages to stay in field of play, having a lot of attention from the Northern tacklers. Martin Burkitt trying to bring the ball clear. And Shane Hansen seeing that there's a half chance, and that's another good few valuable yards for Salford. And David Young will have a few more. So I think that's the fourth tackle. Mark Lee, nowhere to go in the end, and ground is lost. It's the fifth tackle this time. Ball go to Burkitt. Burkitt makes no mistake, kicks well. Fullback Wilkinson is under it though, takes it comfortably, then runs in field. Arthur Bradshaw is up there first and makes a very, very good tackle to prevent him running clear. Good play from Bradshaw. Good strong run from John Hamer, but the Salford tackling again up to it. Little run around move, Grayson involved, the dummy run, but Salford again up to it. Good tackle from Mick Worrell. Oh, but the ball still comes out and play continues. Eatey deciding what to do, but again another excellent two-man tackle. Hansen and Bradshaw. Bradshaw playing well. Inside pass, but the ball's dropped. So a mistake from Bradford Northern would cause a scrum because of the knock-on, and it will be Salford's put in. 22 minutes gone, 21 points to 6 for Salford. The score from Salford in this phase of the play, although they're inside their own half, should seal the game, but it's too early to talk like that. Just do the right things at the right time. Wayne Reid, unlucky to slip there. Arthur Bradshaw breaking so quickly from that scrum, and look at him go. Excellent run, and the ball knocked from his hands, surely, referee. And Evans with everything off the ground there to making sure that the tackle is made. Arthur Bradshaw so unlucky after that surging run to have lost the ball. David Hobbs involved, drops the ball, and Evans dives on it, recovers possession for Salford. Martin Burkitt will go on his own, but there's no way through, and again the ball is snatched out of his hand, and the penalty given to Salford, rightly so. And one of the Northern players is making a few very unkind comments to the linesman there. It's David Hobbs. David Hobbs seems to have lost his cool in this game. Probably the awareness of the position it will leave Bradford Northern in if they are to lose today. They do, of course, have a silk cut Challenge Cup semi-final to look forward to against Wigan. That'll be a big occasion. That's a game that we really do hope Bradford Northern win. I think, as do many rugby league followers outside Wigan. Oh, there's a little move, clever little move. Burkitt onto Evans, and Evans nearly straight, gets onto Gibson, and Gibson wants to go around, and he does, but not able to get away from Wilkinson. But excellent play from Salford, brilliantly worked move. And in the end, David fell hanging on, but still getting his pass out. A good long pass. Another good long pass. Oh, unlucky. Too difficult for Andy Burgess to take. A little bit of steadiness there. Perhaps if the pass had been to the man next to Blease, it would have been taken.
Man, hit him, shouts Christian.
As it was. From the... Perhaps a let off for Northern because of the reach. But now's a chance. Oh, if Burkitt could have picked that up, I don't think he could believe it. All he had to do was pick it up and run over. But as it is, it's 6 more for Northern, and Northern still dangerous. Simpson there, for example, such a fast player, given half a chance. Whereas a score from Salford could have killed off the game. As it is, Northern still looking as though they believe that they have a chance. They're playing with more zest and determination now than they did earlier. Still probing, looking to release the ball, is Northern forwards, and open play up, but Salford's defensive tackling line is up to it. Long pass on to E.T. again. E.T.'s seen the opening. That's a good pass onwards, but good tackling from Salford, from Burkitt and from Worrell. Worrell watching what was going on, using his experience and his ability, and forcing the man into touch. So a change on the Salford team. It is Mickey Worrell who's going off. And you can hear from the applause that the fans know that he's been a star performer in this evening's game. He's going off, presumably as a precaution because of the knock that he received early in this half. But the fans over there, they love Mickey Worrell. We all love Mickey Worrell. We know what an important part he plays for Salford tonight and other games. So it's Jed Stasica who will come back on. And there's a nice move, Gibson in the line as always, and he's passed on to Kerry. Now Kerry's heading down, comes back inside, and it's Wayne Reid looking to keep it going. But that great play from Salford, that was excellent play from them. And they lined out well on this side. And Arthur Bradshaw again in there trying to make ground. Stasica's first run with the ball since game back, and he gets his pass out nicely. It goes on to Ian Blease. Oh, tried to get his pass on there to Evans, but it goes astray. And Francis is running, it has to be tackled. Can't afford to let the runners run. If Bradford Northern were to score a try now, they really would fancy their chances. Salford have to keep defending, keep tackling like that. More good tackling. Northern moving this well. They have men over, but Eaty's going on his own, and he gets a lovely pass out. Excellent pass out from Eaty when he was going down on the floor. But Shelford couldn't get away because the Salford cover was there and a match to it. Gratian running well, but oh, good tackle that was. Round his feet from Shane Hansen. Oh, a lot of ground for that man to make, and the kick goes through, pushing Salford back. It's not going to go into touch. Gibson picks it up clean. He's got men in front of him. Chooses, oh, excellent dummy. Back and then back the other way, up the middle, and he's broken clear. And that is superb play from Gibson. Absolutely magnificent. Outstanding running from him. Turning his men inside and out. Oh dear. Mark Lee knocking on. And that is a disappointing end to a brilliant clearing break from Gibson, and putting Salford back under unnecessary pressure now. Having done all the hard work, having prevented Northern making real ground with possession, they had to kick. Steve Gibson made that magnificent clearing run, but then the knock-on came and it's Northern back in possession from the scrum. Looking to stretch Salford on this side, like that. And is that a knock-on? The linesman said it isn't a knock-on, so the referee says play on. Francis and Simpson. Good tackling. Good tackle on Summers. Oh, pass to nobody. Northern didn't really want that. And that's good to see from the Salford point of view. Arthur Bradshaw tackled his man well. Good player, Arthur Bradshaw. Wilkinson in the line. Now there are men over for Northern. Wilkinson getting clear. He's pushing Mark Lee off. But Mark Lee hangs on for grim death and prevents him getting away. Good tackle from Mark Lee. One of the best spells for Northern this. But the Salford tackling that time on Summer. His fifth tackle again, and for all the passes that have made, the breaks haven't come, but the kick will this time. Bounces well over Kerry's head, but it was good thinking from Kerry. He was back in the right defensive position, anticipating the kick through. But Salford now have to bring it clear again from inside their own 22, assuming they win possession from this scrum. So we've got about 11 minutes to go, and it's Salford still in the lead, 21 points to 6. They do win possession. On to Reid. Oh, difficult pass to take, but again, he's looking so elusive. Unfortunate not to be able to break clear. Stasica running now. Stasica, such a fast runner, given half a chance. Very fast forward, Stasica. And Arthur Bradshaw. Nice pass on from him. David Young looking to straighten up. He gets his pass on to David Fell, who sees Ian Blease. Nobody there that time. The move comes to an end, but Salford playing well. Steve Gibson will try and do it on his own, and he will do it on his own. Now what will he do? There's nobody with him. He's still coming right. He's still going. Oh, magnificent Gibson. Brilliant. What a tremendous player. The kick's coming ahead. Oh, and it's perhaps a bit early in the play then to kick, because it gives Northern possession again. Gibson lost in his boot. Gibson's telling Evans to go full back whilst he's mending his boot, to putting his boot back on. And Evans is going to need to be alert, because, oh, there's a last ball, and it's Blease who drops on it and recovers possession for Salford. Isn't Gibson playing well? Pass on to Kerry. Little run around, and Kerry hangs on to the ball and tries to go on his own. It gets his pass on. Fell's got nobody with him. He has now got David Young there. Now, if Salford can put passes together now, you really feel that there is a real scoring opportunity. Northern just seem to have lost the momentum in the last 2 or 3 minutes of this game. So now it's coming out right. Burkitt back inside to Ian Blease, back out to Evans. Evans is going around the outside on his own, getting his inside pass to Burkitt. Burkitt passes on to Arthur Bradshaw, who was being tackled as he received the pass, and he did well to hang on to it in that situation. Now the ball's going out left, but the ball's dropped, and it's Northern who recover it. One Northern player receiving attention. Got to stop the men running, stop him running. And Gibson Now got his boot back on. Gibson, so conspicuous, wholehearted effort coupled with his intrinsic skill and ability for the game. Oh, that's an excellent play, and it's heated. Horn is clear, but it's Evans who's missed him now. The chance here. Is he going on his own? Is Gibson going to get him? He is, and there's Gibson's other roll. To perfection, that tackle preventing a certain try. Great play on defence from Gibson. But now what will he do? Great tackle from Arthur Bradshaw, stopping Gratian going in, but now they've got men over on this side. Ball's going out that way. A slip, another tackle. Salford wants to keep their line intact. And the knock-on was seen by the referee. And another move from Northern comes to an end. And that really was a very important period of play from both teams' point of view. Northern making a break from nothing in the middle of the field, and that man Iti, who's been so conspicuous, going through on his own. But when it came to Steve Gibson, and there's a nice gesture, Andy Burgess has come over to pat Steve Gibson on the head, and deservedly so, because Gibson not only is such a good attacker with the ball, not only such a brilliant runner, his defensive work is really outstanding, and he's turned on tonight yet again one of those performances that make him one of the best fullbacks in the game. Well, if you didn't hear... So, you don't have to take my word for it. Steve Gibson chosen as the Salford man of the match, much to the applause of all the fans.
Hey, Salford working it clear again. They've played so well tonight, haven't they, Salford?
Right. From the second minute, we won't mention the first 2 minutes, and the kick coming in from Burkitt. Good high kick, sending Northern back. A long kick, that is, and the ball's going back, but Wilkinson can pick it up easily enough. But it's Ian Blease, has the measure of him and stops him running. But now it's Northern that have got to try and work it clear from their own 22. And with tackling like that from Jed Stazika, they're not going to find it easy. 34 minutes gone. Pass is still going though. There's another pass on. It's Caudle, danger man. Ball coming along this way. Caudle's come for the run around, but the ball hasn't come with him. Evans is calling the defensive line over to this side. The ball goes that way, but the pass goes on. Northern playing so much better this half, but the ball's dropped, and it's Hansen who dives on it, and Salford regain possession. So in the end, a bit of a sloppy play from Bradford Northern, really. And you do get the impression now that there's opportunities for Salford here to score tries. Nice pass on again. And Kerry's going through on his own, but the kick, perhaps too early in the plays, really goes into touch. Well, Northern put in and the pass was safe in the end, but it looked as though it might not be for a minute. And who's there again? It's Steve Gibson taking his man, preventing him getting away. Oh, that's a nice little run, but what a good tackle preventing the ball being passed on. Simpson did well. Oh, cheeky little kick. Oh, Kerry did well to get hold of that one. And Kerry's going to run now. That's nice to see Kerry running with a bit of confidence and getting his pass on. Now is there a chance for Salford? Mark Lee stopping, going back the other way. David Fell selling a nice little dummy. So what can Salford do here? Arthur Bradshaw's going to try and take it a few more yards, and Fell's still there for it. Now Stazika's in the line, tucks his head down. Richards hanging onto his back, preventing him getting away. It's coming out right. Hansen in the line. Hansen looking to try and just create that little extra opening. Evans is going to go on his own, and he gets his pass back. And Wayne Reid gets himself nearly clear, but just slips, unfortunately, so it's the last tackle. And the kick will come in. Ooh, I felt that for Mark Lee. And the referee says, get up. Oh, Robin Whitfield. Oh, now look, this is dangerous. It is dangerous. It's clear. Now the defenders are back, but he's coming back outside. And that was great recovery from Salford, from Evans. Simpson perhaps should have kept going straight. He didn't. He came back inside. And it gave the cover a chance to get back in position. So Bradford Northern back in it now, 2 minutes to go.
Well tackled, good tackle on Gratian.
Well, we've been talking about Mick Worrell this evening, and Steve Gibson. And the pass, that ball dropped, must be a knock-on. We've been saying Jeff Caudle there getting excited. Northern losing the cool. It's at this phase of the game where they know now that the game is lost. And whatever the appeal of a cup semi-final might be, if it's second division football next season, then that's a big loss to Bradford and to Rugby as well. But as long as it's not Salford that goes down, then we don't mind. And Andy Burgess running so well. So we talked about Mick Worrell and Steve Gibson, but in many ways it's wrong to single out one of the players while two of the players, because this is the greatest team game. And the referee again being guided by the linesman that the ball was taken out of Hanson's hand. This is a team game. Salford being professional here at the end and taking the option of the goal route. They know the game's won. No need to go for more points, just to prove the matter. It's been an excellent performance for them. Andy Burgess is pleased. He's batting his teammates. He knows everybody has contributed to this game. On attack in those first 25 minutes, they scored 3 tries. They could have had 2 or 3 others, certainly. They conceded 1 against the run of play, and they were fortunate not to have conceded 1 in the opening couple of minutes. But from then on, it was all Salford. In the second half, it's Salford who had the early score that really made it very difficult for Northern to get back into it. They've done the tackling stint.
Oh, Kerry's hit that one well.
That is a magnificent way to finish the match. 2 points from that penalty, 23 points to 6. 23 points to 6. And Salford have definitely won the game now. 2 very, very important league points. A fortnight's break, time to recuperate, strengthen those limbs again, get the training, get the moves worked out. And it's Wakefield Trinity in a fortnight. That's a good kick-off into space, though. Get the moves worked out. Andy Burgess looking to go. And a victory against Wakefield will be another step up the first division ladder. The end of the game. Deserved victory from Salford. Tries from Kerry, Evans, Burgess and Blease. Goals from Kerry and a drop goal from Lee. Evans' 50th try in this game, 50th try for the club. Kerry's 800th point. Steve Gibson, man of the match tonight, 150th appearance. Steve Gibson and Jed Stasic are here again, as they have been in all the matches this season. What a great victory tonight. Salford, final score 23, Bradford Northern 6. Well played, Salford.
Terry, you must be very pleased with that performance.
Very pleased, John. Obviously, we've trained hard this week, we've worked to a plan, they've played to a plan, and obviously at the end of the day, we've come with the 2 points. I'm very, very pleased.
You said they played to a plan, but you've got to give it them defensively. What, do you think that was the key to the game?
Well, that was part of the plan. We hit them, we moved forward in defence, in attack all the game. We tackled very, very well. That was the main thing within the game.
Can you single out any players? I know you don't like doing it. Are you particularly pleased with any part of the team?
The pack, really, to be honest with you. Bradford Northern are a big 6. Well, they're a big 8 really. They're 2 big subs. I thought our pack, for the side of them, they worked very hard. They kept going. We had a 10-minute spell where we eased off, but then they came back. They kept working.
There's a few home games left, probably 3 or 4 home games and 2 away games. How many points do you think Salford require to stay safe, or even, can I suggest, going for a top 8 place?
Well, you tell me, John, we need 20 points to stay safe. I'll take your word on that one. But be honest with you, if we win our home games and pick up Swinton at Swinton, top 8 spot's not out of it. We could do it.
Do you think the team, if it got to a top 8, is good enough to perhaps go a little bit farther?
Well, just say 8th spot, then Wigan at Wigan. Wigan never win the Premiership first round, so who knows? It could be in the quarterfinals of the playoffs.
Steve, congratulations on another winning Salford performance. 2 home wins out of 2, and you've played in both the games after being recalled against Featherstone Rovers. You must be pleased.
Well, I'm very pleased, yeah, very pleased to be back in the team, obviously. And I'm more pleased for the team to ease the pressure of relegation. If we win our home games, I think there's no problem there. And winning Featherstone and then beating Bradford tonight is very important.
Not only did you return to the Salford team, of course, it's been a scoring return, hasn't it?
That's right, yeah, 2 tries and a couple of goals. I missed a couple of easy ones, or I set myself certain standards. I missed 2 tonight, which I thought I should have got, but yeah, it was a good all-round win. Plenty of talking out there. We've had a lot of talking about what's gone wrong over the last few weeks, and I think it showed tonight that we were always in charge, always confident, and we got the right result.
I know that we chatted after the victory over Featherstone Rovers, and I asked you the question then. I'll ask it to you again now. Do you feel as though you've got a point to prove to people at Salford?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I've said this before as well, that every week is different in rugby league. I've certainly found that out. So, I mean, obviously Adrian Hadley's got to come back into the team, and there's no way I'm a better winger than him. I'll admit that. And I still see myself as a decent half-back, whether it be stand-off or scrum half. So we'll just have to see what happens then.
How do you view the future long-term then, or is it just too far to look ahead at this stage?
Well, maybe it is. I mean, obviously, I'd like to stay at Salford. I think it's a great club. Like I say, we'll just take each week as it comes. I want to stay at Salford. It's just a question whether Salford wants me to stay.
Supporters like you, don't they?
You're trying to put me on the spot here, are you? Yeah, the supporters like me. I think I just try 100% every game, and if you do that in life, never mind rugby, I think you get the respect off people. So I hope that's what I do.
Another home game to come against Wakefield Trinity, and the home games could end up being crucial. I mean, the points are going to matter at the end of the season, but I suppose it's good to have a little bit of a run with 3 home games at this time of the season.
Yeah, that it is. It's February, getting on March now, so this is the time when 3 straight games, whether it be at home or away, that will ease our worries, no problem. So we're building up now for 2 weeks. I think we've got next week off, so then we're building up for the Wakefield game in 2 weeks' time, win that, and then I think we'll be in the clear.
Has it helped to have an unchanged lineup, because for 2 successive games against Featherstone Rovers and of course against Bradford Northern, the team was unchanged? That surely helps team play and team patterns.
That's right, yeah, certainly you can build a lot more. You're not worrying about injuries next week and so forth. I'm not sure about the injuries tonight, maybe a couple of stitches for Peter Williams, but obviously we've got 2 weeks to recover, so yeah, it is a nice situation, more so for Kevin and Terry. It's eased their problems, so yeah, it's built up for 2 weeks now.
Final point, would you like to put the problems that you had in the past behind you at the Willows?
Yeah, it has been a testing time. I'll not beat about the bush. I've got my little stepson here tonight, Andrew, and his friend, and the family's all been worried about it. They don't know what's happening. I hope it is all behind me now, but we'll have to wait and see, really. I certainly want to stay at Salford. It's let's leave it at that.
Thanks very much indeed.
All right.
David, congratulations on another winning Salford performance. 2 wins out of 2. I suppose the $64,000 question is, are the Red Devils going to stay in the First Division?
I think they were 2 really big wins for us, really. 2 four-point games, and we knew if we were going to stay in, we had to win these 2 games. I think really now the pressure's off us a little bit, and I think Bradford and Featherstone have got to keep the pressure on this. But the main thing is for us to keep winning.
I suppose it's a good position to be in. You've just won 2 successive home fixtures. You've got another one to come against Wakefield Trinity. Let's not rule out a possible top 8 spot.
Well, that's right. I think it's so tight in the First Division. I say most of our games, the majority of our games are at home, so there's nothing to say where we couldn't sort of move up the table rapidly, really.
Now, what about your time at the Willows since you moved from Headingley? I think you came here with a point to prove to some people. Would that be right?
Well, of course, like I said, I wasn't given a chance at Leeds, and said I was lucky that Salford backed me and given me a chance, and I hope I'm, doing the business for them.
Chatting to some of the Salford players in the dressing room after the latest victory, they seem to think that confidence has been the key to the last few weeks' success. I mean, individually, in your case, would you go along with that as well?
Yeah, I totally agree. In our defeats, I think a lot to do with it was sort of key men out, We had a lot of injuries, and I think the team spirit in Salford is excellent, and that was, you can see it on the field when we play, and that's what's bringing us through.
Now, there's other good news, hopefully, for you on the international scene. You was a valuable member of the superb victory over Papua New Guinea. It looks like Wales are going to make a name for themselves in rugby league, which perhaps 12 months ago would have been a funny statement to make.
I think, that there's a lot of good players in the rugby league, and a lot of them has been up here 12 months and a little bit more now, so they've learned the game. And I think, all the boys want to play together, want to play for Wales. There's plenty of pride there, and they all look forward to playing.
France is coming up in the not too distant future. It's going to be a big fixture again, presumably, for Wales.
Obviously, we're expecting a lot stiffer opposition than Papua New Guinea, but I'm sure if we commit ourselves as much as we did against Papua New Guinea, we'll come off with the right result.
What sort of a reaction do you get when you go back to the Valleys now you're playing rugby league?
I think it's changed over the last 3 to 4 years. I think a lot to do is with the coverage back home. I think rugby league has been brought into the sort of the Welsh Valleys now via TV and different things, and I think they're appreciating the game a bit more.
I've got to ask you a final question, moving to rugby union really. I mean, do you think because the Welsh national side has been in something of a decline over the last couple of seasons, they've had certainly great success over the last few seasons, but the last couple of seasons haven't quite achieved it?
I think a lot to do with it. I think over the last 2 to 3 seasons you've had 17 of the national side come to rugby league, so that's a big hole in anybody's sort of preparation for any Five Nations. But it's a big wheel. Sort of teams always sort of get on a building sort of phase, and Wales are going through that at the moment. I'm sure that they'll come right.
Let's hope indeed that it does, and let's hope it